What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's a windy Wednesday where I am. So, kind of on the East Coast. So, last night, my top four picks were good. I ended up, right before the lock, I traded C.D. Osman for a Josh Jackson, which turned out really well. So, we're going to go right back to the drawing board here today. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video yet. I might just be like a lineup construction builder thing. But I think I have two different ways to go today. And I can't decide at noon Eastern. I cannot decide which way to go. I might just put both lineups in. But I'm not quite sure which one is the better double up lineup. So comment below at the end of the video if you want to help me out here. So I really like this Hawks-Nets game. I would like it even more if it was like a 10 o'clock game. But it's not, obviously. But I think it could get overlooked by the Rockets-Bucks game here. Going around the same time. So Jeremy Lin, I actually did not know that he was going to start until like 10 minutes before game time. It worried me because it was announced like 45 minutes before game time that he was going to start. So it worried me that his ownership was going to go through the roof. But the GPP that I played, he was only 15% owned. I wonder if he wasn't going to start, he probably would have been like 10% owned or maybe less. I think you can go back to him. He's super cheap. Price did not really jump at all. Now, Bembry was a play that I kind of missed yesterday. I looked at him hard, but I figured he was a small forward. Isn't Kawhi Leonard a small forward too? Isn't he good on defense? But Bembry had like 5 steals. He almost posted a triple-double by my optimistic standards here. I think he's a play that you can go to. I'm not sure if DeMar Carroll's going to be out. But if DeMar Carroll's out, man, Bembry's a total play for me right there. Now, sticking to this game, I probably will not roster him tonight, so he'll probably go off. I've never seen him play. The chances that he'll go off back-to-back nights are slim, but he's playing the Hawks. The Hawks, I don't know how tall this guy is, but the Hawks are terrible against the power forward position. Like, the Hawks are terrible against, like, every position. So if there's a game to play him on the back-to-back, this would be the game to play him. I probably won't go there, so he will probably go off. D'Angelo Russell, this is my type of play. Playing a really good player when he had a terrible game previously, and his price does not get cheaper. Maybe he was in the 8,000s or high 7,000s, but it didn't go down that much. This is a type to play if you're in a GPP to get off of Harden. Let's say Harden goes for 65. That's a great game. What if D'Angelo Russell goes for like 50, 55? Which is possible. And he's like $5,000 cheaper, pretty much. This is the type of play that will win a GPP if he goes off. Big if. Like John Collins, I don't want to talk too much about John Collins. He's a stud. The Nets, and they're big men. They're terrible guarding the big man. I'd like him more than Dwayne Dedman. Now, Ed Davis, I played him at the last second too yesterday. Paid off. Like, if they weren't playing a back-to-back, he probably would have gotten like 5 more minutes and scored like 10 more points. So, the Hawks are terrible against big men, so their bench must be like really bad. I like him a lot. Now, that's one way to go. But, I'm going to clear this real quick. So here's my problem. You know who I also like? I like the late hammer games are my favorite. They kind of cap each other a lot. But you can play both these guys in that Nets Hawks lineup. and just running up the score, basically. But they're coming in at 17,600 combined. What about this, guys? This might be... I feel like if you're going to play James Harden, you got to play Clint Capella with him. Like, who else will do that? Especially when it says that the Bucks are third against centers. Is Brook Lopez really that good against centers? Or are the Bucks just really good? They run out of score and people stop passing to their centers. They have to shoot threes to catch up to them. I think that's more what's going on here. I think you gotta play them both together. But they have 20,000 versus 17,000 and change. They're 3,000 more expensive than Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. But they might be better suited for cash, I think. So, to go along with like this second lineup, I think you really got to take a long, hard look at Jordan Clarkson. The Pelicans are terrible. Like, it's an understatement. They're so bad against opposing guards. Clarkson, his main shtick is that he has to score real buckets to have a high-scoring game. He just doesn't do anything else, really. Now, I hate playing guys in a back-to-back. You can see he's put up 37 in a 35-point blowout to the Pelicans only 24 minutes. He's on the bench, so he's going to be playing those garbage time minutes more than likely. But, like, last night he took 20 shots. The starters combined took, like, 37. So 5 guys, granted, Larry Nance got hurt, so he only took 1 shot, but still, he only took 17 fewer shots than 5 starters. That's incredible. The only knock on Jordan Clarkson is whenever I play him, he doesn't really do much. So I think I'm going to play him on the second lineup here, so keep that in mind when you're doing your own research. Another guy that's like a good favorite of mine, Aminu. Like, he might be a good cash play. Because his floor is like mid-20s, it looks like. So he's a solid guy. He probably won't hurt you. But then again, he's not going to... he's saving you on salary by being in the cheap 5,000s. He's a good guy just to have around if you have 5,400 remaining and you need another player. Let's see. Oh, another power forward that I nearly played last time. He's another guy that whenever I play him, he doesn't do much. But Derek Favors is starting to be consistent now. Look at that. Like, I understand why they don't list him as over 6,000. Because he would never perform that well if he was. But he's a good 6-time salary guy, too. Just like an Ed Davis. Like, Ed Davis is cheaper. He can still hit 6 times your salary, which is what you want in almost every player to be able to hit over 300 day in and day out. So, Derek Favors, second lineup. I might play him. Trying to see. I'm totally... my mind is blanking right now on my third guy that I want to bring up today. Let me just see if I can find him. Oh, there we go. Keeping with this Bucks and Rockets, everyone might go for Greek Freak, Bledsoe, even Middleton ahead of Brogdon. Look at what Brogdon's been doing lately. His minutes are in the 30s most of the time. And who's going to have to guard him? Probably James Harden. Now, he's probably better on defense than he was a couple years ago, but he's still pretty bad on defense. I would play him with this Harden lineup. Let's see, anyone else? Josh Jackson, another one to keep an eye of. I definitely had a good run with him yesterday. I love Derek White. I've never seen him play again, but he just doesn't disappoint. And against Memphis, again, people may not feel inclined to play him. Brook Lopez, I'd rather play Capella. Brook Lopez, he's due for a bad game. This might be it. Let's go. Alex Lynn, no. Sexton, I don't like to play rookies that much because they're pretty inconsistent. Paul Nito, he's going to start for Ricky Rubio probably, more than likely, for the next couple weeks, maybe month. It's a guy to keep an eye on if you need someone cheap. Reggie Bullock might be good against the Lakers. Nice late hammer game. And yeah, and like TJ McConnell's another guy that I like playing, doesn't disappoint. He did really well last night. In the low 20s, still 6-7 times the salary. And yeah, okay guys, that's it. So those are just the two different ways you can do your lineup. I don't know which one I like better. I was really set on my first lineup with the Nets and Hawks players, and then mixed in with Blake Griffin under Drummond. But then what if Harden goes off like 80 tonight? So kind of make a second lineup with Harden just to cover myself. I'll probably do both in double ups and both cheap GPP tournaments. So all right, thank you so much for watching. Also around 6:30, 6:45 Eastern time, in the comment section, I will probably, if I have any pivots and new information, I'll probably just give a comment and pin it down below. So come back to the video to see my changes. Because like last night, switched to Josh Jackson and a couple other Suns players, and it really helped me out last night. So, and there's always new information coming out right before lock. All right, guys, have a great one, and I will see you in the next one.